Jungle Jim.
Every now and then you can hear the faint sound of a million wild animals as they get down. For the Lord of the jungle, there's only one crown. Listen for the drums, and yo, here he comes now.
To see adventure, show full of action, complete suspension, dramatic scenes full of heat and tension. Listen each week is a secret mission. Only friends.
Okay, so Haak Filmore and The Last Emperor proudly present Jungle Jim Season 1. Jungle Jim is pretty much a character I had been developing for about 10 years or so now. I just had an idea about bringing a character who specialized in action and adventure to the hip-hop audience. I mean, of course, we have a lot of ill MCs that do, kind of like really action-packed songs and action-driven songs. But I wanted to really present a character whose sole purpose of existence and being out here is action and adventure. And it just so happens that the medium that he uses to express this is hip-hop and actual rhyming and lyrics. So, we got 14, 15 strong jams produced by Haak Filmore, written by The Last Emperor, you know what I'm saying, with Ill Product on the help out, fine-tuning things, and, just trying to bring some fun back to the game of hip-hop, that's really our goal here, is to bring something creative and put some fun into it. We definitely have some special surprise guests along with the whole Jungle Jim project. The key to being aware of who they are is, first of all, getting the project. You got to cop Jungle Jim Season 1. And the key to really enjoying the features and the overall album, for that matter, is listening to it from the opening intro to the last outro. It's written and delivered, recorded in a storybook fashion, so you have to follow the chapters, as they come up in that order. But you got to stick around to the end. That's when you'll find out who the special guests are. Yeah, I'll let Haak answer that one first.
Well, my cousin Rucker Park, he came over here to my studio. He was recording a song, and Last Imp just happened to be featured on the song. Not to mention we knew each other for years, but I'm just speaking on from the music aspect of it. He came over to do the song, and I always wanted to work with him or whatever the case may be, but time just wasn't right or whatever the case may be. So after they finished the song, I started playing some beats for him, and one particular beat I played, I think it was the first beat I actually played. Was it the first beat?
Absolutely.
Was the Jungle Jim beat. So, I asked him, did he fuck with it? He's like, yeah, so I gave him that, and, that basically kind of like started it. At first it might have just been a one-hitter quitter, but, after we recorded that, we was like, oh, we need to do another joint, so we did another joint, and, that's kind of how, like, the process just happened. It was just very organically, you know what I mean? So,
Now, traditionally on the Last Emperor project, you'd have roughly the same amount of songs, yet my approach to recording a Last Emperor project is to have each song almost in its own separate subgenre. What I mean by that is I may have a song that's kind of more horrorcore on one record. Then you might hear another record that's more dance oriented to get people out on the dance floor. Even yet another record that may deal with a political topic. You may have another record that is catered to the ladies, almost like not per se a love ballad or anything like that, but something that deals with relationships. So on the Last Emperor record, you may have 13, 14 or so different characters on one album, but just different records with those different characters. On this project, I was very excited because it gave me the opportunity to deal with one character being Jungle Jim, his adventures, his exploits, him dealing with everything from the cinematic Marvel universe to Thundercats to you name it. Jungle Jim has his hand in a little bit of everything. So that's what separates this album. It's one character. It's specifically the story of Jungle Jim, and we follow him on his adventures. Tentatively, early 2018. Everything's already done. This album is fully recorded, mastered, mixed. The artwork is in the final stages. So we're ready to rock and roll. We'll more than likely release the follow-up single to the title track, which is Jungle Jim. The follow-up single will be Go Get 'Em. And you definitely have to check that when it comes out in another month or so, because that's a key piece, again, in understanding the overall story arc of Jungle Jim. Go Get 'Em is the next installment, and we get to see his continuing adventures.
No doubt.
Yo, I just want to say thank you in advance for everyone who supports this project, supports this album, and supports the movement, which is Jungle Jim. Everyone who had a hand in producing and putting this out, we appreciate you. I want to give a strong shout out to All College Radio, which is going to be very, very important in launching this project. And, stay tuned. Jungle Jim Season 1.
Yeah, definitely want to shout out Il Product. He co-produced like 2-3 joints, and he's fully an instrument behind this movement. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's my Chad to like Pharrell, basically. Shout out to the Booze Brothers, Clever One, Him Low. Shout out to Rock and Rip, my man Rock and Rip for sure. My man Vike from Vike TV, DJ Rocksteady. Everybody that support us is behind this. You know what I mean? My cousin Rucker Park. You know what I mean? And last but not least, my man Marley G. You know what I'm saying? Def Squad, no doubt. Salute. Peace.
As they get down, for the Lord of the jungle, there's only one crown. Listen for the drums, yo, here he comes now.